Hi everybody, Pat Huntoon here with Technique Junkies, and today we're going to be making the Fun Paws card. I believe in Santa Paws, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. So we are starting with a couple of things. First of all, a piece of dark gray paper. We're using the Paws stencil from Colorful Life Designs. So that's this cute little stencil. And IZINK Diamonds, and the two colors we're using is gold pastel or pastel, and argent, which is silver. So those are the two colors we're using. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to be working on the Wendy Becky Station. I really like this for holding down stencils. I could use pixie spray on this, but this time I'm just going to hold it down with this and hold it down nice and firm. Okay, and I'm working on a paper towel. The reason I'm working on a paper towel is for easier cleanup. So I am just starting with my silver diamonds. So let me tell you a little bit about these diamonds. First of all, they come in these cool pouches. They're metallic pouches. These pouches have a very small hole for air to get into. I've actually had these pouches for, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 years. It's at least 2.5 years. It might be 3 years, but let's say 2.5 years. When I opened some of these pouches after not opening them for quite some time, there was a little bit of dry product right here, right in the tip here. And then the rest of the product, look at that. You can see it's, I have it open, so let me close it up. You can see that it's squishy. It's still wet, and that is something that is hard to find, a product that lasts a good long time. Now, that's been my experience. Yours might be different, but every one of these that I've opened after not opening for a while, they seem to be in really good shape. So when you do it, you squeeze a little bit out, and I'm going to be putting these two colors on rather randomly. So you can see how they go nice and easy through this stencil. I'm just going to put this on. Now, I also discovered that you can heat these with a heat tool to dry them, which makes it really convenient. It doesn't even take very long for them to heat because these are also fabric permanent and they respond very nicely to heat. So the second thing I'm going to do is the gold. And the gold is, it's gold pastel actually is what they call it, which means really light gold. And I'm using this to blend the colors together. I'm going right over some of the silver where they meet so I can blend the colors. This piece of paper is probably 4 by 6 because I took it out of a pack of paper that I had that was all 4 by 6. So I'm going to cut this down after I get it all on here. I have a trick for you for cleaning up. It's a very easy cleanup. I know there are some of these glitter pastes that do not clean up well or easily. I know the Nuvo is hard to clean up. It's hard to get off your stencils even if it dries a little bit. So I'm just going to wipe my palette knife off. Oh, I wasted all that product, but it's okay. I'm going to remove the magnets and lift off my piece from my paper. Look how adorable those are. See how easy that was? Easy and perfect, and they're textural. They're nice and raised and they're shimmery. So let's clean this stencil off. So I'm just going to fold this to the inside, place this back down, and I'm just using Totally Awesome from the Dollar Tree. It is a $1 cleaner. It's very cheap, it's very effective, and it cleans this off really well. You can use stamp cleaner or whatever cleaner you use, it'll do the same thing. So, just to show you, I did find an easier way to clean these to start with. If you take your palette knife and just roll it over the top, what it does is it pushes the remaining product into the holes, and that will help you clean much easier. So, let me show you what I mean. You can see that it pushed all the product into the holes and it's already pretty clean. I think I'll hit that one more time just to get this nice and clean before I put it away. But you can already see that it cleans off really well. And I know I'm spending a few minutes on cleaning here and telling you about the cleaning, but it is important when you buy a product like this. It's important for you to know whether it's easy to clean or not. Okay, so you can see it's pretty well cleaned off, and I'm just going to set that aside. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp a piece of white paper with the SD1116 Santa Paws. Okay, so I set that piece aside to dry. I could dry it with the heat tool. It will be dry in 15 minutes on its own, even without the heat tool. So let me stamp this and come right back. I believe in Santa Paws in 2 colors of Memento. I really didn't care for either one by itself, so I stamped them. I stamped him twice in my Misty. I stamped him with gray flannel, and I stamped him with London Fog until I got the color combination that I like. I would say he's probably more gray flannel than London Fog, but that is how I got this color. Now you can color this with this stamp with whatever colors you would like to color, or whatever mediums you would like to use. I'm going to use Copic markers for this one, just because I like the way they blend, and when you have a Yorkie, there are blends of grays and browns. So I'm starting with my darkest color. I'm going to speed this up as I color his face and his hat. And just because I want to add a little sparkle to this, I'm using Nouveau Glitter Accents to cover in the top portion here. I could also use the diamonds, but I happen to have the glitter accent on my table. So let me get this started and put that on there. Here we go. I didn't want it gobbed on, so I just did it lightly with my fingers. So that is the colored dog. And let's put this together. Okay, so to finish this card off, I've matted the paws in red because I wanted to add some Christmas brightness to this. And I'm just going to place this over a piece of white. So I have a white cardstock base here. And just place this on here. And I believe in Santa Paws goes right over the top there. Now I do have some smudges on there, so I'll be getting those off with my sand eraser once I uncover it from my desk. And that's matted in white too, so that's our card today. So to finish this card, I just put it on red on a white cardstock base, and I matted the dog in red too. So that's our tutorial today. If you are a dog lover or know somebody who is a dog lover, this is a perfect card to send for Christmas. It's beautiful and shimmery and very easy to do, very fast. Cleanup is easy. So I hope you enjoyed our tutorial today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube and consider subscribing to the Technique Junkies channel. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.